Alright, welcome back, welcome back. I think I've got my microphone working correctly again. We're testing out the, oh, howdy, how's it going? We're, a little low. Here, let me adjust it. Oops. Filters, edit filters. Let's see, is that a little better? It's not too loud now, is it? I've been trying to adjust the settings cause you know, when I'm doing co-op and everything, like when I'm playing this with my boyfriend, he's in the same room, so it's hard not to get like an echo off the mic. So I was trying to lower it. But I got a flight stick to play the game with now. I can't wait to try it out in combat. I've just been trying to remap the controls and get it about how I want. My desk is really messy right now. I've gotta fix my desk and everything. I've been using it for the last couple days, just going back and forth doing these little missions here. I haven't gotten to try it out in combat yet. But let's see. Here's the box for it. Whoops. Let me move my mic out of the way. The Hotas X. It's got like the stick and the throttle. You can actually separate them in the middle and turn them into like two different little things. So I've got them spread out on my desk here. Let's see, continue. We'll just do solo play for now. But I wanna try it out for combat once I've gotten the hang of it. I've never really been very good at flight sticks. I had like an old Logitech 3D Pro, I guess is what it, or maybe just Logitech 3D. I don't know. I had an old Logitech flight stick that I tried to play with War Thunder, and I just never really got the hang of it. Let's see, we're at Williams Dock. Let's try and pick up a few missions real quick. So basically what I've been doing here is just doing mailman missions to try and get our rank up. Because if we look over here, I'm a post captain now. And if I remember right, the very next rank will be the one where we get our federal Corvette. I gotta save up some more credits to fully outfit it, but we'll be able to buy it at least. Nice, I like the Empire ships. I'll probably try to start unlocking them next once I get the Corvette. I haven't done anything for the Empire yet. I'll see, I'm looking for missions to go back to where I started. So, Perry's Folly. But I'm accepting the missions for the independent guys here too, you know, because I'm going to the same place. Yeah, it's taken a long time to get this far. I've only been doing the data delivery thing for like the last 2 levels. And I know I think there are faster ways of of getting XP just by like I think rescuing people from attacked stations. I think I read is one of the best ways. Federal Navy promotion to post captain. Alright, so let me set my navigation. Alright, throttle up. Boost. But yeah, I like the flight stick so far. I've already adjusted some of the stuff, like instead of doing pip management with the hat switch, I've got it set to like lateral thrust here, so I can go up or down or left or right with it. But it's taken forever. I mean, I haven't been grinding the Federation stuff the entire time that I've been, whoops, hit the wrong button. The entire time that I've been playing the game, but since I got a grasp of like what the missions are and then how to play the basics of the game, I was like, yeah, I like those Federation ships. So normally, right now, aside from this ship, I've got a gunship that I use for combat, and it's a lot of fun, but it's far from perfect. I haven't really tried any of the engineering or anything. I think I'm just saving my materials for once I get the Corvette. After I've got the Corvette, I'll look into engineering. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I just ordered this off of Amazon. I think it was like slightly cheaper or something. They had some kind of sale going on. But the USPS is or I guess Amazon has their own delivery too. Either way, like sometimes mail doesn't always work out. As one time I got an Amazon delivery and they sent me a picture of like the house, like the neighbor's house, like 3 or 4 houses down. I was like, that's not my house. I had to go over there and knock on the door. I was like, hey, they accidentally put my package on your porch. I'm not trying to steal your mail. This is actually supposed to be for me. I didn't want to look like one of those porch pirates, as they say. But yeah, so far the only issues I've been having with this is sometimes the little zoom out button to swap to your modules. I think it's just a matter of me getting the hang of it, but sometimes I hit the hat switch to swap to the left or right too soon sometimes, I think. And then the L3 button is a little sticky. But the closest thing to like any combat or anything like that I've done with this is just escaping interdictions. And I'm still learning it, so I'm not as good as I would be with the controller, but I think I like this a lot better than the Xbox controller. I mean, again, it's probably just because I haven't mapped everything great. How is it to navigate with the throttle? It's more involved. It's a little more involved than doing it with the controller, where it's just L1 and R1. Because with with that, you're just moving one or two fingers. Whereas with this, like, it's your whole arm. You're, rocking it back or forth there. But
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I was doing this for a couple hours yesterday, and by the end of that, I was a little more tired than I would have been just playing it with the controller, just because it's it's just kind of monotonous, and you're just going forward, back, and all that. So it's more involved, but I don't know. I like it. It's fun. You feel more like you're doing something rather than just messing with the controller, which I guess depending on what you're doing. I mean, my favorite part of the game is combat, so I wanted a little bit better control system for combat. And until I get the hang of the flight stick, I'm gonna be subpar to the controller, but I think once I get the hang of it, it'll work out. Let's see, what did that? I only went to one station. See, I got 2% off of that. But what, just from, say, like 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock? So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. We'll call it 7 hours. So in 7 hours, I was able to do a whole level with the Federation here. Alright, Chargoff. Alright, so this time we'll be going to the both stations. But yeah, I can't wait to actually try this out in combat. What was that? Is that a ship or a controller? Sorry, I'm ignorant to the situation. Oh, the Diamondback Explorer. I like it. It looks pretty cool. I've wanted to set up a dedicated exploration ship because I haven't done much of that. Like I got this dolphin here like a long time ago when I just started to actually make a little bit of credits playing the game, and I just got it just because I thought it looked cool. And so what I've done on this is I've ripped out all the shields and everything. Let's see, I think I ripped out the shields and put an extra gas tank is what I did, and it turned out to be unnecessary. And then I got rid of some other stuff and replaced it with cargo, so I've got like 68 cargo slots on this. And enough fuel. I was able to go 169 light years from Earth to here without draining like half a tank. But yeah, I don't know if it's like the Diamondback or the Asp or something. I saw a video on how you can get a good amount of light years out of one of the medium ships. So I don't know how much exploring I'm really. I mean, I guess I'll do some exploring at some point. It's always just getting back to where I have my ships and the areas I usually play on. Like, as far as going 65,000 light years to Beagle Point, I'm not... I mean, that sounds cool and all, but... I don't know, the part that gets me there is like, yeah, but now I have to fly all the way back. Which, I guess, you know... that's pretty dang good. I think that's one of the best jump ships. I know there's the thing where you can, like, fly into the, what is it, pulsars? Either pulsars or neutron stars or something like that. The ones with the jets, I think. If you have, like, a certain kind of, I don't know if you have to engineer for it or what, but you, like, fly into the jets and it boosts your FSD. But I've put a lot of time into the game, there's so much I don't know about it just because there's a lot of it I haven't messed with. When I first plugged the flight stick in, I did the little flight tutorial where it has you drive the Sidewinder around the little obstacle course. I did that just to get a feel for it. And I only crashed twice, which is about how I did with the controller the first time I played, so. But that and escaping interdictions is really as much as I've done with the flight stick here. I haven't really gotten to try it out for combat. Yeah, I think it's on the main menu if you go to, like, I think it's like game extras or something. There's somewhere from the main menu, it's either in the extras or something like that, you can play them again. I don't think it doesn't affect your save or anything. It just loads you into that scenario and puts you in a Sidewinder, so it doesn't affect your your normal save at all, because I was still right back where I left off after doing all the tutorial stuff again. It's a little tedious, to be honest. I kind of wish I had just gotten in my ship and started flying it around as opposed to doing the tutorial again, because you gotta sit through, like, okay, this is how you go left and right, this is how you hit the trigger, this is how you deploy your landing gear, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not... I haven't gotten so good at the landing either. Every time it's always a hassle. I know experienced pilots will give me shit for it, but I rely on the docking computer a lot. But flying the gunship, like, I don't know if it's just because of the armor I have on it, but every time I take a missile, it just destroys my modules and my hull. I think I've got like -40 resistance to missiles on it. So it's not uncommon. Well, it's happened a couple of times. Oh, my docking computer will get knocked out and I have to figure out how to dock again. Which is funny because I hadn't played the game in a couple of months, and I get in and do one combat thing, and I'm on the way back and it's like, oh great, my my combat or my docking computer is fucked. So I bounced around the station for a minute and eventually managed to do it. But they should make it to where the Sidewinder just doesn't have a docking computer, so like you have to learn how to do it before moving on to a bigger ship, because I think that's what has messed me up here. Because now I don't think I'm going to be able to run the Corvette without a docking computer. And some of the menu navigation's still a little more tedious. Because again, I think it's just because I don't have it mapped specifically, but I haven't found like just a regular back button so that I can just back out of these menus. I'm not sure about I'm not really sure what influence. I don't know if that's like I guess their influence in the system, but I don't know how that actually affects the player. I'll pick it anyway because I don't need the credits. Oh, okay. I wanna get into the power play stuff, but I don't know if I'll have to. Well, I guess you can just do missions for the power play. You don't necessarily have to do PvP with anybody. Yeah, I guess I should be picking the components. I got the ED engineer uh, app or program or whatever you want to call it, the one that looks at your inventory and tells you what you'll be able to craft. But again, I can't really make any sense of it yet because I don't know what I have or what I really need. I've got, like, just from doing the combat, because, like, sometimes I'll stop and pick up the stuff that enemies drop. Like, I have a couple of things. Like, I have a handful of different things, but I don't guess I have anything to, I don't have enough to really craft anything. The scan stuff, though, I have lots of scans. And I guess I need to figure out how to use some of these. And I like that you can craft stuff. Enzyme missile launcher. But from what I understand, like you actually have to do mining to get some of the components you need to engineer. I also think I read somewhere that you can break down your higher grade materials into lower ones. Alright, I guess that's all for here. Do these guys want any money? No, they need grain. Loitering is a violation. Alright, well let's not loiter too much and move on to our next place here.
Landing gear retracted.
Docking clamps retracted. Go for departure.
Yeah, I really look at this game like it's a grind fest MMO, which isn't that bad because I like playing the game. That's kind of funny, like when people complain about grinding, it's like, all right, well, I mean, do you like playing the game or not? Because I kind of get it, but. But yeah, like, I haven't watched a whole bunch of videos on it, but, like, some people, like, oversimplify it, and some of them seem to have overcomplicated it. But like the only thing
Critical message.
about the engineering is, I guess I'm gonna have to drive the Corvette to whatever engineer I want to work on it. Unless I can just like pin, I guess you can pin certain recipes. So I don't know if I'd like, like take the Dolphin there or something. Pin a certain recipe. Or if I need to take the Corvette all the way, because like I was reading the wiki page and like out of the box it has like a 7 light year jump range. Which isn't, it's not great. But it's understandable because, it's a warship. It's not really an explorer. But I've also seen people say that they've outfitted it for exploring. I think that's like with the whatever FSD it comes with. Just like when you buy it. I don't think that's like with the 7A or whatever that you can get for it. Which after flying the gunship around everywhere, I'm no stranger to a short jump range. I think I get like 10 or 11 out of that on a good day. Okay, that's not terrible. You can get where you're going with that if you stop for gas enough. I might put a fuel scoop on it. I haven't really done any fuel scooping yet. I haven't needed to. Because I've never really gone anywhere outside the bubble. So everywhere I've been, there's always plenty of stations to stop at and get gas if needed. I might try and play some War Thunder with the flight stick at some point. Once I've done a good amount of combat in Elite.
Docking request granted.
I've just been kind of completely put off of War Thunder lately because I'm still mad that they nerfed my favorite plane. They took a plane that was perfectly fine where it was and then upped the battle rating to where everything that it's fighting at that battle rating is... It just can't compete with it. There's no reason why the Key 61 should be like a 3.5 battle rating. A plane with 450 cals should not be going up against people with like 240 mils.
Disengaged.
I'm sure, I guess technically it is possible. The other day I heard about a guy who was playing Counter-Strike with a steering wheel. He was just running around with the Negev and using a steering wheel, and somebody accused him of hacking. It's like, dude, I'm playing with a fucking steering wheel. So yeah, I'm sure it's possible. It might be interesting, like you go forward and back with the throttle. That's actually given me an idea. If I can make it work, I'll do a Fallout New Vegas playthrough with the flight stick. That'll be fun. Is that the one with the robots? I haven't played Warframe once. I think I installed it once, but then never got around to playing it. I've heard some interesting stuff like from it, like that people make some crazy broken builds in it. Alright, so this is for the Federation. So like it says... But yeah, I've barely even like watched anything or heard much about it. It does seem interesting. It does seem like the kind of game I might like to play. Yeah, I like games that have like player-driven economies, kind of like this. You know, Elite Dangerous has a little bit of a player-driven economy. But I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to really get into a game nowadays. Just nothing seems the same as some of the older ones. Like like what in like the mid to late 2000s. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it is with any game. Like that was one of the things I really liked about Path of Exile with the different leagues is the economy resets for every different league, so it's like kind of constantly being fixed. So, but of course, there's still ways that people have farmed up everything in that too. But like in the mid to late 2000s, I was real big into TF2, and that was like the only game I'd ever play. Yeah, it says it's only rarity grade 1 here, but I guess I'll take it just so, because I guess even doing this beats the shit out of trying to scoop shit up with the cargo scoop. But I don't know what, because that says scan data. I don't know if it's something that I already have a bunch of. Let's see, and that's like actual cargo, so I don't necessarily want that. Even though, well, yeah, I'll like reputation with these guys as well. Because I don't know if you get reputation for both of the people you're working for here. Because a lot of times it seems like one of the two people involved with these systems is part of the Federation, and if you get reputation for both of them, I can only assume that would Oh, okay. Well, have a nice time at work. Have a nice day, at least. I've got a day off today, but I've got to go back tomorrow. Well, anyway, thanks for dropping by and chatting. That was fun. I don't know. I don't really have a schedule. It's kind of just whenever I have time and energy. I haven't really worked out. I mean, my work schedule is kind of inconsistent, so I never really know for sure. I mean, unless I plan it out when I've got time. But I might stream more later tonight. Oh, I've gotta go out and do some things later, but I'll be back by the evening time, and I'll probably stream some more. I might do some co-op Elite Dangerous and go fight some pirates. Let's see, Perry's Folly. But I was just doing a little short stream here to make sure my setups are alright. Thank you, thank you. Well, again, have a nice rest of your day, and thanks for stopping by and chatting. Alright,
Loading gear retracted. Ship released.
back to
Engines engaged.
the Ochozy station. Or system, rather. Boost out the mail slot. That's one good thing about, like, that's one thing that's fun about the flight stick, is it makes the whole boosting out the mail slot thing that much more fun. I know we launched from an outpost type station, so there wasn't really a mail slot there, but the feeling's still there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
One thing I've learned with the flight stick is when you go into light speed or frame shift, you want to zero your throttle, because if you leave it at 100%, when you come out of the jump here,
Incoming mission critical
you'll
message.
fly right into the fucking sun. And if you're in a little bitty dolphin ship that has no shields, it's not a good time. I haven't actually gotten into combat, so I mean I've been attempted interdicted a couple of times, but I haven't actually been attacked in this ship yet. So I'm sure as soon as anything lands a shot on me, I'll just be dead. I've pretty much just optimized the ship for doing this run here. Well, I had an eagle, a little eagle that I set up for doing this. But after putting a little bit more credits into this ship, I realized it has a much higher jump range, so it just makes going back and forth between these two systems and Soul a lot easier. And I don't know if like something's glitched or if the ship's more powerful than I think, because I think I've got like a 19 light year jump range unladen. But I've been doing like cargo missions where I've like, like got 60 out of 68 cargo in my thing, and I'm still doing like these 19 light year jumps. So I don't know if it's like I'm just not actually carrying enough to affect the jump range, or what the deal is. I mean, I have every single slot filled up with cargo just in case I need to do a cargo mission. And I was doing that for a while. I was just like bouncing like from one system and going on to the next, just transporting, just doing cargo missions, and that got me a little bit of XP. Or reputation, rather. But just as far as simplicity goes, this has been getting me the most percentage per loop here. Doesn't particularly make for interesting gameplay, but man, I can't wait to get that Corvette. I know it's not gonna be like the panacea of Elite Dangerous. It's not gonna be the very best ship in the game ever. At least not until I put 1 billion credits into it.
Docking request granted.
But I just hope it's better designed than the gunship. As far as like balance between your power and your capacitors and all that, and your distributor. Because the gunship, it's like, alright, we have 7 guns and a big ass distributor. Oh shit, now there's no room left to put any other functional modules on the ship. Alright, it's gonna go 200 meters a second in a fucking boost. Like, and just the maneuverability and the slowness of the ship. Even with, like, good thrusters, you get, like, 250 meters a second out of it. So just maneuverability, like, the gunship cannot get out of its own fucking way. And despite being classified as a hull tank, I still feel like I get wrecked pretty fast in the... And just cause, like, it might just be me, because I'm by no means good at the game, but I just get absolutely wrecked as soon as the shields go down. Like, if I'm in the gunship, the shields are down, and it says incoming missile, I'm just like, alright, gotta FSD out. See, this is for the, let's see, there's 2 independent missions here. See, what if I take reputation here? Because that says the partnership of HIP 67086 there. They're the issuing faction, so do I get stuff with them as well? Okay, we'll try that. 7. Okay, we're at 7, but there's no reputation reward. And those are both independents. There we go, we're at 8% now. Oh man. Maybe sometime this year we'll get there. If I can get to like 9 or 10% in a short amount of time here. I think I've already passed my missions, yeah. 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 for Chakba, and none of them are the one I need. What gives the most reputation? That's 192 light years away. See, if that was 13 or 19 light years away, I wouldn't mind going back and forth 3 or 4 times to get all that reputation, but I don't know, it'd probably take me like 5 or 10 minutes somewhere in between just to do that once. And with what, 68, 612, 8, I'd have to take like 4 trips. I'd have to take 4 trips just to do this. And in that time, I'd be able to... do these other missions. Alright. No sense complaining, might as well take the Chocpo missions. Alright, are these at least for the same area. I didn't pay attention. Williams Dock. Williams Dock. Oh, fuck. That one's for Chargrove. Okay. Does anybody need money? Why does the Federation never need my money here? I gave them money a couple of times and now they never want my money anymore. I have plenty of money. I'll give you like 100 million if you just go ahead and boost me to postcat or to rear admiral. All right. Here we go again. Back to the next place. Back to Chakpa.
Landing gear retracted.
Mocha Chaka Paka.
Engines engaged.
K Puna. Man, I gotta stream KOTOR one of these days. KOTOR is so much fucking fun.
Frameshift drive charging.
Four, three, two, one, engage.
Incoming mission critical message.
You know what? I can probably... We're just gonna do... stations and systems. Actually, yeah, we'll go to Charga first. Because I'm going to either a station or a system. And that'll speed things up a little bit if I just keep this filtered. Alright, let's not fly into the sun. I mean, I like Super Cruise Assist too. It's a lot of fun to... Well, I mean, it's nice to just be able to sit back and have it automatically drop out for you at the right time. Because that gives me time to get a sip of my caffeine water. Here we go again. Oh, it's finally starting to get cold around here, so my lips are getting chapped. Oh, and of course they're right behind the... Here, I'll do this and... Yeah, I don't want to get stuck on the planet. Oh, we're being slowed down. Alright, we should make it now. The cats and the dog have been cuddling up more since it's been getting colder. There's 3 cats and a dog on the bed over there. I don't know where the other cat. Oh, and the other cat's right behind me.
Submit a docking request, and a landing pad will be reserved for you, Commander.
There you can see him. He's in the little kitty zone. I've been thinking about trying to find a way to raise that up a little bit so it's easier for the stream to see the cats when they hang out back there. But once I end up moving, I'll probably end up making like a little streaming room that will have like a cat tree behind me. A nice little area for the cats to hang out.
Access granted. You are go to approach pad 0.
But since I've set that up back there, the cats really like it.
Confirmed.
Look at Ralph just sleeping back there. Ralph. Yeah, you're a good kitty. What the fuck? Who's shooting? I swear to God, I heard lasers. Ralph. No, Ralph.
Landing gear deployed.
He's such a sweet little kitty.
Landing sequence completed. Power down systems.
Eventually, the plan is to get a better setup and maybe a better webcam so that myself and the stuff in the background looks a little better because everything's all blurry back there. I have a shelf with all my little models that I paint, but you can't really see them just because it's so far back there and kind of out of focus. Like here's a Vulpix. It's a little dusty because I even painted little toe beans. And I got Bulbasaur. I got a lot of Pokemon that I painted. It's hard to see his little dark green spots. What? I don't just paint Pokemon. I paint other things too. Like here's a wolf. I've been wanting to print and paint more stuff. Like right now, over on my little paint desk in the other room there, I've got the Firekeeper from Dark Souls 3. I'm in the middle of painting that. I haven't quite decided how I'm gonna finish it off. Like some of the finer details I haven't quite worked out yet. Oh yes, we get more than what they offer us just for like the little bonus. Post captain. We're so close to that Corvette any day now. So let's see, we still gotta go to Williams Dock after this, I think. Let's see if there's any... Yeah, there's two of them. One for Perry's Folly, and another one for Perry's Folly. Let me check. I want to check. Do you guys want money? Yes, they want money. I'll gladly give them money. It almost feels like the ones like for like 1 million isn't really worth it because you're still only getting 2 pips as opposed to 1 for like 25,000. It's definitely a diminishing return on paying credits for rank. So we were at 8%. Let's see what 1,050,000 credits gets us. Ah, 1%. All that for 1%. Yeah, it's gotten to the point where it's not really worth it. Because that million credits is going to be part of a module that I'm going to need.
Landing gear retracted.
Docking clamps retracted. Go for departure.
Let's see, no, we still need to go to Williams Dock as well. And boost out the fucking mail slot. Yeah. Fuck you, hauler.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I do have the voice attack program. It's not on right now, but I think that's gonna help me out a lot using the flight stick in combat because I've got ordering my fighter. I've got that set up to voice commands. And I've also got like my pip management set to voice commands. Which may or may not be ideal. I want to get like one of those little like numpad keyboards that I can just set in the middle in between. Because I've got like the flight stick I've got, you can split the throttle and the flight stick itself into 2 different parts. They're connected by a wire. So I've got one at either end of the desk so I can, you know, do one hand for either one without having to like be crunched up like that. I can actually keep my arms shoulder width apart, which is much more comfortable. Then I can use the armrests on my chair to rest on. But I want to get like a little numpad keyboard or like, you know, one of those little small gaming pads or whatever you want to call it to set in the middle here, and that way I can map like pip management and stuff like that. Little things that you wouldn't necessarily have on just the flight stick here without specifically mapping it. It's been a minute since I've been interdicted. Oops, wrong button. Oh, I feel like it's gonna take forever for us to get that 100%. We haven't gotten super lucky with the missions they have here. Like, yesterday I was getting lucky and getting like 4 or 5 missions for each station just to go either from Perry's Folly or to Perry's Folly. Which I guess that's why. That's the reason I read about this place, is because it's got a bunch of data courier missions. Which I'd make a lot more money by just fighting pirates and doing missions like that. It might be more fun to do that as well, but even doing that, I just wasn't gaining that reputation as fast as I was by doing this. I say after I just spent 1,000,000 credits for a single percent. But just doing the missions here seem to be working out decently.
Docking request granted.
But I mean, I'm so close to the level I need now that I'm just gonna stick with this to finish it out. I mean, what, just in the stream, in an hour I've gone from, I think it was like 3% to 9%, so 6% in an hour. That doesn't bode well. That means it'll take a while. I was hoping to
Landing gear deployed.
I was hoping to finish that rank out today, and then I'd fly back to Seoul and then buy my Corvette there and start outfitting it.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Yeah, 10% now. We're moving up. Slowly but surely. We will eventually. See, now look at this. That looks like, what, 4, 5 different missions to go back to Perry's Folly? Wow. Alright, now before I go, do any of you guys want money? They do, they want money now. Alright. Alright, just remember we're at 10% here. Oh, we got 575, We'll just round up. We'll call this 2 million. Or like 1.8. So fuck it. We'll call it 1.8 million here. Let's see what all this gets us. 12%, okay. 2%. We're still looking at about like 1,000,000 per percent. Which, I mean, shit, at this point I'd gladly put a fucking 100 million down just to be done with this grind. But we're doing it for the gameplay.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released.
I was watching a video the other day about how, like, if you bring a player in and you just give them everything, they're gonna, you just give them a fuck ton of void opals and they have all the money and shit they need for everything they want. They're not gonna have as much fun with the game as somebody who, I don't know, grinded out fucking Federation ranks for 200 hours to get the fucking Corvette.
Frameshift drive charging.
Like, I put a lot of time in this game. Well, I mean, Not really compared to some other people, but I mean, for me, I've put a lot of time into this game. And there's so much I haven't even done. Like, I've barely done any of the, I just bought Odyssey, like, I don't know, last it was on sale like a couple weeks ago. So I've barely done any, like, I've done like I did one mission where I parked on a planet and got out and assassinated somebody.
Incoming mission critical.
And that was pretty cool, and I can't wait to see like more missions like that are a little bit more grandiose. Or like any of the mining, I've never outfitted a ship for mining and done any of that. I've barely done any of the space trucking. I haven't done any of the like what would you call it? Like the Sid Meier's Railway style commodity marketing. I've barely done any of that. And I haven't really done any of it strategically. Like, the only thing I've done is, like, a tiny little bit of exploration and just, combat. Like, here, like, looking at my commander profile there, I've done a decent amount of combat. I've done a handful of trade missions. I've, sold a few pages of cartographics, and just, you know, the main thing I've done was combat. So far that's the part of the game I like the most. But I can't wait to. I've been focusing on combat and getting these Federation ships. I complain a lot about the gunship, but don't get me wrong, I really like it, and I'm glad that I experienced it and went up through the ranks to get the gunship and actually used it as a primary ship for a while. Like, I guess technically I still am. Because it's a lot of fun, and I've actually learned a little bit about the combat of the game by flying the gunship. The main lesson I've learned from the gunship is that guns aren't everything. You gotta have maneuverability in a dogfight as well. And from playing so much War Thunder, you'd think I would know that already, but the whole space combat is like a completely different animal.
Docking request granted.
Alright. So again, we're at 12% here, and I think we've got 7 missions just for here. Wow. That can't be right. Surely I fucked something up somewhere. I must have missed a stop. No, the cat and the dog are snuggling.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, I can't wait to fly that fucking Corvette.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Like, the idea here is it'll hit a little bit harder than the gunship, and it'll be more. I don't know if it'll be more maneuverable than the gunship or not. The stats page and what I've seen from videos, it looks a little more maneuverable, but I can't be so sure just yet. Wow, look at that, 7 missions to turn on. I guess I'll take these. Because I guess I am gonna need these. I'm gonna need all the crafting materials I can get. Anomalous bulk scan data. See, I feel like that's one of the ones I've got too many of. Anomalous. Okay, I don't have too many of them. So, fuck it. I'll take it, I guess. But yeah, I'm not really sure how all this, how the engineering really works. Alright, what are we at now? 14, so we got 2 more % from turning in 7 different missions. That sounds about right. Alright, we're back at Perry's Folly, so we're, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missions to chalk, but Williamstock, 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 and the next 2 will probably for Chargiff. Okay, look at that, they're all for Williamstock. Are you guys sure you don't want any money? See, now everybody wants money now. I said I'd gladly pay 100 million for that rank, and they're giving me the opportunity now. Alright, what did that get us? 15%. We're moving up. We're getting there. I doubt we'll
Landing gear retracted. Ship released.
I can't be sure that I'll get there today. But maybe tomorrow morning we'll finish it up. Depending on
Frame shift.
just really how much time I put into this. But I'm probably gonna stop streaming and have a little lunch soon. I'll probably keep grinding here while I'm having lunch.
Incoming mission critical message.
I'm getting a little warm here. Center on that. 0 throttle. Oh, why do I keep slouching down in my chair? I gotta sit up straight so I don't have back problems. Well, I already have back problems. I gotta put in more effort not to make them worse. Strategic data transfer. Incoming enemy alert. Oh, fuck. Please get there before we get interdicted. You're 7 seconds away. There's no reason for you to... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They said we're not getting away. Please get away. Please do not get interdicted. Oh, son of a bitch! That's bullshit. Well, this guy's got a stronger interdiction than the last guy. See, at least this part, I do think that's a little better than... What? No, fuck off. You cannot... You cannot immediately interdict after there... This is... Should be like fucking Dark Souls. I want a fucking invasion timer on this shit. Alright, let's see if I can fucking get there. Was that 2 different guys, or is like the same guy just fucking... Is the same guy trolling me here and trying to interdict me? Best I can tell, he's still right behind me. This guy's like right beside me. We're almost there. Don't get interdicted again. I can't believe I got interdicted twice in the span of 2 seconds there. So despite not having any shields, I do have a grand total of 2 whole torpedoes on this ship, but I don't at all expect that to even break through somebody's shields. Whoops, wrong button. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, there we go. I think all our missions are for this one place. I'm actually getting kind of hungry, so after we make it back to Perry's Folly again, I'll probably end the stream and go get something to eat. I hadn't done a stream in a couple days, so I wanted to at least do a little bit of a stream, make sure there's something on the Twitch channel at least. But I mean, I do upload most of my stuff to YouTube as like an archive. I've got an archive channel. Alright, what is that, guys? 18%. That's pretty dang good. Alright, now let's see if we get any missions to go back. Yeah, we got one. It's better than nothing. I don't know if I want to go all the way to Chargriff Station. Just for the hopes of getting a mission or not, because I know we'll guarantee you get a mission to come back here, so... I'm just gonna go back to Perry's Folly from here.
Landing gear retracted. Ship
I don't know if...
released. Engines engaged.
I don't know if I've ever been interdicted twice in a row like that. I'm still not sure if that was like two different people from the two different missions that I had, or if that was the same guy just interdicted me twice in one go like that.
Frameshift drive charging.
I know the voice commands will help out a lot with actual combat once I do that. So once I get to where I'm gonna go do combat, I'll start the voice commands.
3, 2,
I've gotta set up more stuff for the voice commands as well. But I actually really like the voice commands. It really makes you feel like you're commanding a starship. It really makes you feel like the captain.
incoming mission critical message.
Alright, hopefully we won't get interdicted for no reason, right? Alright, we're closing in on Perry's Folly here. And I think I'm gonna park it here and then go get something to eat, and then we might come back to this in a little while here. But look at this, we're at 18% just in this short little while. I've already, you know, we're almost at 20%. So it's roughly a quarter of the way there in an hour and a half. So I'd probably say that in 2 hours I could probably get 25%. So I mean, I guess that's a generous estimation, but so that puts you in what, 2, 4, 6, 8. And you're looking at 8 hours to. It probably wouldn't even take that long. I mean, if you got enough missions. But just think about it. After I get that 100%, I just have to do one more Navy mission, and then I can buy a Corvette. It's gonna be so fucking cool. The ship that I've worked for all these hours. Hours spent in the ugly ass federal ships just to work up to the one that looks cool. Which I don't know what people have against the drop ship, the assault ship, and the gunship. even though they're all, like, they all look exactly the same. I really like those ones. They have a utilitarian aspect to them, I think. And as goofy as they look, I like the... I don't know. I just like the look of them. I don't think they're so ugly like people say either. But like, I have the same taste in guns. I like ugly guns as well.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
All right, let's turn in our mission here. See, look at that. Even just for like our time bonus, we got more credits than they were offering for the financial reward anyway. So maybe if you were doing this just for the financial reward, it might almost be worth it. See, like here, we've only got 2 missions to Chakpa. I might go ahead and accept these and then come back later and see if more missions are here so we can get more out of one trip. Alright, Williams Dock. Williams Dock. You know what, I've got 24 hours to complete these? Yeah. So I'll come back in 20 minutes or an hour or so and see if they have more missions here and I can just stack them on. But anyway, that was Elite Dangerous for now. We'll come back to it, and I'm definitely gonna be grinding some more to get that rank up. Just wanted to do a little stream so there was something on the channel at least. But anyway, thanks to those who stopped by and chatted with me, and thanks for anybody who watches this at any point. I do appreciate it. I enjoy sharing the experience and getting that sense of community, just, between Elite Dangerous or any of the games we're playing, or, just on the stream in general. It's been a good time so far. I've chatted with some cool people so far. It's been a lot of fun. So as always, have a nice day, y'all, and I'll see you next time.